What's going on YouTube? So I just wanted to make a video on this plant that you see here. This will be the first video on all the plants that I have in my tank. So I'm gonna try to give you a little bit of information on this plant and so forth. Well, this plant is Rotala Rotundifolia. I believe that's the scientific and common name. It's a very beautiful plant. Super easy to grow. I thought that it was gonna be actually harder for me to establish this plant in my tank, but it was actually really nice and quite easy, to be honest. Well, my tank, my temperature, it's 85 degrees. Before I got this plant, I did some research on it, and a lot of people out there were saying that this plant cannot be grow anything above 82 degrees. In fact, they actually said that this plant can only be kept in a 79 degree temperature. Well, that's not the case with me, obviously. This is gonna be a discus tank, so my temperatures need to be above 80, and that's the reason why I put my temperature at 85. And this is my proof, so that you guys will be able to see. Up here I have my thermometer, and I'm not sure if you can actually see there. Well, right now it's at 84 because I just did a water change a few hours ago, so the temperature hasn't really quite settled down yet. But that's where it's at, and it's usually an 85. So yeah. pH, the pH that I have in my tank right now, the pH is actually coming out from my tap water at 7.6, which is very high. But once it goes into my tank, it drops down to a 7.2. So it's been there for ever since I started this planted tank. So I also know that the pH for this plant, if I'm not mistaken, it's required to be lower than that. So that just tells you that the plant pretty much can adapt to different varieties of water parameters. And care for this plant is easy, as I told you. I've been doing I've been going on and off on my fertilization schedule. I haven't really had the time to set up like a fixed schedule what I will do, like for example 3 times a week or once a week or something like that. I haven't really been on top of that. So but even so, the plant is very forgiving, and it hasn't really been impacted negatively on that matter. So I'm very happy with this plant. It's looking really nice, and I've seen also some YouTubers that have this plant. One of them, to be more specific, it's Jacob Castro. I think his channel is called Jacob's Aquarium, and he has pretty much the same plant. I think he has it for sale too. And yep, so I will probably start selling this plant too, as I will eventually be overgrown, and I will have a lot of stems that I will just have to trim and throw away. So let me know if you guys will be interested in that. And yes, well, this plant loves iron. I can tell the difference when you give it a lot of iron. It will kind of turn pinkish, sort of like a reddish, more like a red color. You can't really tell the difference as I'm actually filming this on my phone, but if it is total, like the difference as when you see it, like when you're in front of the tank, is very different from what you're actually seeing on this video. So yeah, so anything, any questions about this plant, just make sure to leave any comments down below, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys, and have a good night. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.